What's up, everyone? I know it's been about a week or two since I got a video. I apologize for that. I haven't been up here working on the car. I've actually been working on my new building. I know I said about it in the last two videos. Finally got started on it, and I've been hammering on that the last 2 weeks. Got all the dirt work done. The building is framed. It's ready for trusses. Hopefully this weekend we're getting the trusses, ordering the tin tomorrow. So hopefully by Christmas, maybe even a little bit sooner, you guys will see new YouTube videos in a fresh garage. I'm excited. I'm pumped. Like I said, I apologize that I haven't been getting videos out, but I just been hammering on that. Haven't been able to film much of that. But I do want to put some pictures, progress pictures up of the building for you guys in this video. And a little like walk around of the building. But yeah, so that's going to be in this video. And I'm working on a little project. I'm actually up in the garage now, as you can see. Getting a machine too, move the junk around the yard at the new garage. I said before in the last video, my dad owns his own forestry business. He had bought a new machine for his business, and I'm getting his old one, but it needs a water pump. It's a old Daewoo skid steer, but it's perfect for moving junk around the yard, lifting cabs, lifting engines. It's going to be a handy tool to have around. So I'm excited about that as well. But the water pump went out of it, and it's an old, I don't know, Korean, whatever Daewoo is. But they don't make parts for it anymore, of course. So we could not find a water pump, so I was able to get all the part numbers off of the bearings and seals and everything inside, so I'm rebuilding it. See how that works. This is my first water pump rebuild I've ever done. So I'll take you along real quick with that. And then tomorrow, Marketplace struck again. Me and Caitlin are going to go pick up a new project to put in the yard row. I'm not going to tell you about it right now. You'll see it here later in the video. I'm going to add that to this video just to put a video out for you guys this weekend. But it's cool. And but yeah, we'll take you along for that as well. So I'm going to get working on this water pump. I'll show you a little bit what I'm doing, and I'll throw you on some time lapse. And we'll get rolling with another video. So this is what we're working with here. This is the housing that bolts on the engine. Then this is the impeller, propeller, whatever the hell you want to call them. That goes there. then this gets bolted on there just like that there. But what happened was, as you can see, this bearing left the chat, and it didn't want to pump much water when it was in there. Wonk, 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 wonk. So we got to get that fixed. Got the old bearings off the shaft. I don't know if this shaft is supposed to be like that. Doesn't seem right to me, so I'm going to add some weld. To my knowledge, I'd imagine that would want to ride the whole ways down, because your old seal goes on there like that. And as you can tell, it's a little wonky, and I don't think that's right. So we're going to add a little weld to that, build that back up, grind it smooth. We're going to do a little custom machining with the grinder, maybe get this spinning on a drill and hold a piece of sandpaper there, down to the thousands. But yeah, so that's the shaft. Fan hub gets pressed on there like that. It goes bearing, spacer, bearing. Then you get it jammed in there, seal, and impeller, propeller thingamabob. So let's see what happens. Get this welded up, and like I said, I'm gonna grind that and start putting everything back together. Throw you on some time lapse. Alright, so we got everything cleaned up here. Got the innards all cleaned up. There's a seal that rides in here. Got that all emery clothed out with the bearing mating surface. There's a seal that goes in there. Got that all cleaned out. Still gotta clean that, I almost forgot. There it is, I got it built back up. Don't look pretty by any means, but I ain't no machinist. I ain't got no machinist tools. This sucker was just a smidge too big to fit in my drill. I'd have chucked that sucker up in the drill and held the file there. You would have known the difference between that and a milling machine. But if you see that is nice. No more waller. No more wonk. I like the way that fits on there so much better. So we're gonna start getting this put back together. Figure out how to get these bearings pressed on correct. Shouldn't be too bad. I got a wee little press over there. It's not very strong, but you know, she'll do the job in a pinch. And these aren't super tight anyway. I pulled them off of that 3-jaw puller, so see how it goes. So I got it chucked up here in the old pressing machine. Don't mind none of this. This is perfectly safe. Got me a socket. Fits the bearing nice and tight. Got to go down to here. Press that on. Then, where did I put that on? I don't know. Then there's a spacer that goes in between. And then the other bearing goes here. And then there's a snap ring in that groove. And then this all gets pressed. Oh, I don't know how tight of a press, but it all gets pushed into that housing. And the seal and whatnot. So we're going to get this pressed in. Look at that. Oh, yeah. Right on. Like a glove. Bearing. Let me go find that spacer. Said spacer. Just like that. And then that bearing. Goes on just like that. Tighten our screw up. Need more spacers. And a little closer here, got a couple more spacers set up. The socket was bottoming out. Oh, look at that. Give her a little eek, eek, eek. There we go. There's our spacer and bearings. And that goes on there just like that there. We're gonna start putting the rest of it together. All right, so we got our snap ring retainer on there now. Both bearings are on. Again, this is the impeller side and that is the main housing. So I'm gonna get that pressed down into there. And once that's pressed on, I guess we'll press this one way at the end. But that goes in there, then there's another snap ring here. My dad and my uncle tried to take it apart, and my uncle wanted to use force, so he actually broke that snap ring retainer off, so we're gonna have to finagle something there. We'll figure it out, maybe put a couple tacks on it. I know it's cast, but it's just to hold it from popping out. It'll be all right. Don't you worry about that. I doubted this press. It's working pretty good. Oh, look at that. Like a glove. Ooh, come on, girl. Oh, look at that. I love it when a plan comes together. Perfect placement for the snap ring. Now we're gonna go back over to the workbench. We're gonna get our seal in there. I still gotta figure out how that seal goes on. Get the seal goes in there, and then there's like a little rubber washer seal thingamabob. And then we'll come back over and press the impeller on. All right, I don't know how close I am. Yeah, I ought to do it. So to my knowledge, this is the seal. It's a weird seal. A little springy in there. And then it has this thing here. But from what I can tell, and by this really crappy diagram, the only thing I can find online, this goes in here. Just like that there. This seal goes on there and get pressed into that housing. And then that goes on there like that. I don't know what else there is. I don't know how else it goes. Again, like I said, it was already broke. So what's the worst that could happen is it's just still broke. So we're gonna put it together and see what happens. I mean, it fits perfect, so, I mean, it's gotta be right. Get that. I don't know how. I guess I can get a socket and just give it some love taps with a dead blow. Let me go get that. Right, so I got me a socket that fits it nice. Shouldn't booger the end up. I really don't know how else you'd put this in. Shouldn't be that tight in all reality. Went on pretty nice. That's seated in there. It's nice and tight around there. Again, I have no idea how this seals. It makes absolutely no sense in my mind. If anybody knows how it works, you want to leave it in the comments. I'd love to know, because I have never seen a seal like this before. But we're going to go back over to the press, get this doohickey pressed on. And, ooh, I got to clean that first. I guess I can do it after. It's not really in the way. Let's go get it pressed on. So we got it chucked up in here, whatever you want to call it. Got that little seal thing in there. I wonder if that should go the other way, now that I'm thinking about it. I don't know. Like I said, I don't even understand how it works. Alright, so as I'm making a YouTube, I went on to YouTube and looked up how to put this in. So I was right. Goes in just like that. They call it a ceramic washer. Don't ask me what it does, but that's the way she goes. We're gonna get this pressed on. Make sure everything is nice and square. And it's just gonna be flush. Oh, good. Alrighty. So that don't fit tight to that shaft anymore. So I think what I'm gonna have to do is try to get that perfect, because that is a tight tolerance. And I guess put a little tack weld on that. I don't know what else to do. Alrighty. So after a little pondering with, you know, this not being, you know, good, went ahead and decided I'm gonna drill and tap the center of that shaft and put a bolt in it. I don't know what else to do. Again, you can't find parts for these, so I'm hoping this works. I'm not going to run the machine very much. Like I said, I'm just going to use it here and there. So hopefully this works to get it by. I'll put a couple tack welds on it maybe to keep it from going down. This will hold it from going out. Like I said, I know this isn't the right way to do everything, but sometimes you got to do what you got to do to get by with parts that you can't find. So we're going to get this drilled the rest of the way. I already got my little wee hole. Now I'm going to this tap size. Get this drilled. Ooh, don't mind my Funyuns. I like them. They tear your mouth up. But man, are they good. Alright, so I got it drilled and tapped out. Got me a little screwy in there. Was curious to find an idea on how to shim this up perfectly so it's not wonky. Tried a couple Tried a couple body shims. 30 seconds. Absolutely perfect. So I'm gonna get a couple tacks. Red Loctited the heck out of that. I don't think it's gonna go anywhere. I'm gonna find out. I gotta watch getting it too hot. I don't want to ruin that seal. So we're gonna cool. See what happens. All right, guys, I got it together. Sorry I didn't hit record on a little bit of that ending there. Kind of got pretty frustrated with it. I kept running into issues. So I forgot to hit record. Anyway, like I said, this isn't the main part of the video. I was just adding this in here. But we're going to get it put on the machine and hopefully it works. Fingers crossed. we'll see what happens. Yeah, the next part of this video, like I said, we're gonna go pick up the new project. Good old marketplace find. Can never beat that marketplace. It popped up. It was cheap. Cool truck. Old school teal Chevy. That's what I'll say. That's all I'll give you. You just have to watch the rest of the video to find out what we're getting. Going out in Ohio. And I think it's up in Cleveland somewhere. About 3 hours from here. Won't be too bad of a drive. Gonna leave a little early from work. Got the gooseneck hooked up already. We're gonna roll out. Guys, we're getting ready to head to Ohio. Pick up the new marketplace find. Ready to roll out. Caitlin found the truck on marketplace that she went. Well, I found it.
You found.
I found it, sent it to her, and she was like, "Oh my god, I need it." So we're gonna pick it up.
Yep, it's all his fault. He made me do it.
Well, I'm not gonna video while we're driving, but when we get there, I'll take a video of the truck, and then when we get home, I'll do a walk around of it, so you guys can check it out. Stay tuned.
I'm excited.
Guys, it was dark when we got to the guy's place, so I wasn't able to video too much, but here it is. This is the new project. Just stopped to get some fuel, take a little pee break. But there'll be more in the video once we get home, but I gotta get up at 4 o'clock in the morning, so we're gonna roll. Just a little sneak peek. Alright guys, so here's the new project. This is the 55 Chevy pickup we picked up last night. When we got to the guy's place, it was dark out. I wanted to film more of unloading it, or well, loading it, not unloading it. But we were running late, so that just didn't work out. So I figured we'd do a walk around of it today. I just want to thank Eric. He's the guy that we got it off of. Couldn't have asked for a nicer person. I mean, we got there, he had made sure all the brakes were free. He even went to a used tire shop, got us a couple roller tires for a couple bucks, cribbed everything up for us. I mean, we rolled in, he had it sitting there with a forklift, rolled it up on the trailer, we strapped it down, and we were ready to go. I couldn't ask for an easier load. And Eric's got some cool trucks too, so, you know, we might be talking to him some more. We might see him at some shows. I wish I could have got some videos of his trucks, but like I said, we were running late and we kind of just wanted to get home. But so we're gonna do a walk around of the truck here. There she be. It's a fairly solid. I mean, I know everybody says that, you know, clean title, no rust, marketplace fine. But really the only thing that's rusty for some god awful reason, I don't know if anybody's common with these body style trucks, but the front edge of the door is roasted. I mean, that's it. I mean, there's a little bit on the fender right there, but the rest of the truck, I mean, the cab corners are golden, bed sides are golden. Somebody had started this as a project. The guy that we got it off was telling us they already cut it down to a short bed. It was originally a long bed 3200 series truck, but yeah, it's cut down to a short bed. And it's got a G-body front clip on it. A G-body, like a Monte Carlo from the 80s, Buick, whatever. I believe that's what the G-bodies were. Do a little walk around. The patina is gorgeous. The other fender is there. It's in the bed. Hood's there as well. It looks a little crooked because the body is not bolted down at all. It's literally just sitting on this 4x4s. Like I said, somebody had started the project and it just didn't get finished. but we're gonna finish it. It's on the list, not the next up on the list, but it's a couple back. It's a big good next winter project, we're hoping. We'll have the new garage done by then. Tin's getting delivered tomorrow. Trusses are going on this weekend. So hopefully maybe by the end of Thanksgiving we'll be in that sucker, building the cab over. Here's Caitlin. But yeah, let's show you the inside. Door still opens. Even the patina on the inside's cool as hell. I'm guessing it used to be white and brown. Now it's just brown. But it's cool. You can see it had both of the original emblems, but obviously that one's broke. I don't know if I can find the other one in here somewhere. Like I said, it was originally a 3200 series truck. So, I mean, that's cool. We got at least, you know, one of the original fender emblems. We'll find another one. Let me jump up on here. It says 40,000 original miles. I don't know how true that is. I mean, there's no roof rot. A little bit back there. Oh, that's not really rot. It's just some scaly. But yeah, still got the original gas tank in it. We're obviously not going to run that. Original steering column. Here's the steps for the step side. Right there, I believe they go. And there's the piece they cut out from the long bed to make it a short bed. So yeah, we're actually going to throw the hood on here real quick. And that way you guys can get the full effect. And we kind of want to see it with the hood on too. But the plan for this one, Caitlin was already talking. She wants a Duramax in it.
That's right.
So we're hoping probably sometime this upcoming summer, maybe we'll stumble upon like a wrecked LBZ or an LB7. And because I'm not a big gas person guy, so diesel's the way to go. But if all else fails, we'll just throw an LS in it. The hood installed and goes planned. Still got the hood hinges on it, and they're seized. I was bouncing on them with my feet and jumping. They just weren't coming out, or well, coming down. So we'll save that for another day. But yeah, so that's our new project. You guys already seen the yard row. Do a little quick show there again. Like I said, it'll probably be a little bit, another week or so before I get another video out, until I get this garage done. And then once we got the new garage done, watch out, because we're going to be pumping videos out like crazy. So yeah, that's going to be the end of this video. But thanks again. Make sure to like and subscribe. Say goodbye to Caitlin.
Thanks for watching.
Oh, see you later.